Hello. Today I am hosting someone very special on this video, not only today but for the rest of the month of November. The month of November is a very special month in our lives because it is the month when we celebrate our marriage anniversary. I'm here with Diana. Diana is my friend for the last 9 years. We've been married for the last 6 years. So Diana, share with us, tell us a bit more about, so who is Diana?
Okay, my name is Diana Kajimba Aineviona and I am married to Jesse. We got married on the 8th of November 2014. Together we have 2 beautiful girls, Ruby and Mariah, 3 and 1. I am a telecom engineer by profession and currently I'm business owner of Ruby's Gift Store. We're an online Christian and inspirational gift shop, so make sure you check us out. We'll put the website below.
Great. Thank you, Diana, for joining me on this. And I must say that Diana is the brain behind these videos. You know, for a long time she has been telling me, honey, why don't you put out these videos? And she's the one who has been behind all this, so kudos to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
So first things first, where did we meet? It was in the year 2011 in August. I still remember it was on the 12th of August when we both went for an overnight, you know, at church. That means a night of prayer. So that's the first time I met Diana. From there we started meeting, and sooner or later we discovered we were not only friends, but we had potential for much more. Diana, do you want to add anything to that story?
At this point, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. One of the things that people normally ask when they are dating is, how do you know that he or she is the one? How did you know that this guy was the one?
Okay. So of course, before we met, I had a list of qualities that I wanted in the kind of person that I would marry. There were about maybe 8 or 9 things on that list. I can't remember the details of all of them exactly, but one of the top things was I wanted to marry somebody who was a true believer, somebody who read the Bible, applied it to their lives, like they were walking with God beyond just attending church. And but I also still wanted somebody who attended the church that I did. So that was also very important to me because I was active in church and I didn't want to have to leave the church that I was attending. So that was really, really important to me. There were many other things on the list that honestly I cannot remember now, but at least I know that I ticked them off. There was just one thing that I didn't tick off. I wanted to marry somebody who was dark skinned. I can't say why, but I just, in my mind, I just pictured a dark skinned person.
So the skin of my color almost threw me out of this deal, but thank God he was on my side. So are you saying that it's important for someone to have what you would call the non-negotiables?
Yeah, it's important first of all to know what you want so that when somebody comes along, you're not just moving with whoever comes along. So it's important to first of all, before you even meet someone, to just know already the kind of person that you're looking for, but then also to know the things that are extremely important to you that you cannot live with or you cannot live without. And it could be anything which according to you, you know, is important. So for me, the important thing was getting somebody who was a true Christian. For you, it could be any whatever it is, maybe a person of your particular tribe or whatever it is, but to know that there are things which you will not accept so that when you meet somebody, you're able to say, is this there or is this not there? And then you don't even waste each other's time along the way.
Okay. And perhaps to add to that is that the beauty about that list of non-negotiables is that, you know, there are things which you may not be able to bear or tolerate later on in marriage. So I think it's important for you to know that there are these things I can afford now, like the skin of the color. Yeah, that one you can afford. That one you can afford to, you know, overlook it. But I guess there are things that you might not be able to tolerate. And so if you identify them and say, for me, these are the non-negotiables, these are the things I will go by, go ahead and look out for those particular things, because those are the most important things. I like to give an example of, say, when we are in high school and we are going to the university, you can study many subjects, but when you're going for medicine, you must have biology and chemistry. Yes, you might have French, you might do fine art, that's okay. But for medicine, there are certain subjects that are critical. And I think the same thing applies to marriage. According to you, what are some of the non-negotiables? Things which you feel, this one, I cannot negotiate. It's important for us to have that. Great. So, how does God confirm to you that He's the one?
I think it's different ways for different people. But for me, it was just, I think it was just the Holy Spirit who just told me that this was the right person. So maybe you could feel in your heart, or maybe what other people are telling you, or it could be anything. But I think also being able to tick off majority of the things on the list was a sign that this could be the right person. But also I just knew in my heart that this was the right person.
Okay.
Yeah. And you?
Okay, and me? I remember after meeting Diana, we met for about 2 months. And then after 2 months, I've always had this philosophy in life that if you see someone that you really like, take a step forward and tell her, so that she knows that the reason I'm around her is for this particular reason. So about 2 months after meeting her, we went somewhere and I told her, you know, I really like the kind of person that you are, and I would like to come closer into your life and be a friend, and maybe trust God that, you know, where He's leading us. But I had to make that clear to her so that she knows why I am here. I'm not just, you know, I'm not just around her just for just. I am here on purpose. I thought that should come out clearly. But the other thing is that I used to interact with people who are married, and they would say something that always baffled me. They used to say that when you find the right person, you will know. Now, I used to wonder, what do they mean by you will know? But I must say, when I met Diana, there was a sense of peace, there was a sense of comfort. I was at peace. You know, at times you're seeing someone, but something is just not clicking. But in my experience, quite frankly, quite honestly, that was the first sign for me to know that this is the right person. And time only proved it. Mm-hmm. Great. So, Diana, there are people out there that are planning to get married. Mm-hmm. What would be your message to anybody out there that is maybe thinking about marriage? There are people who have lost confidence in marriage. There are people who are wondering, should I really get married? What would you say to them?
Well, the first thing is to know the kind of person that you are looking for. Have a clear list of what you want, and, you know, a sober list, not having expectations that are you know, out there, that are not realistic. Have realistic expectations, but then also seeing other Christian couples who are having good marriages, I think for me was very helpful then, before I got married, that to know that you can actually have a good marriage because you've seen other people having a good marriage as well, and finding out what it is that they did to enable them to have a good marriage. So for me, that was really helpful in knowing that even though we see so much bad around, you can actually have a good marriage just by seeing other people who had good marriages.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diana. And yes, we shall end it here for now. This month we shall be sharing our experiences, our highlights, you know, both the good and the not so good. We do not claim to be experts. We are only learning on this journey of marriage, and so we are happy to share with you what we are going through, what we are learning, hoping that it can be an inspiration or an encouragement to someone out there. In case you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. We'll be happy to look at them and hopefully give you something that might be of great help. Thank you for tuning in, and again, subscribe to my YouTube channel and continue to receive these wonderful videos. See you in the next video. Thank you.